creativeguitarstudio.com. You know, one of the cool things about running a guitar education website is hearing from so many different students and getting a chance to discuss with them what types of problems they face as they study guitar. And something that comes up time after time is helping students realize that how you practice something is just as important as the subjects and exercises that you choose to work on. Now, mixed within that is, of course, advancing how you do things. If you stay the same, well, you're not really going to advance your skills. You've got to progress onwards and make things more challenging, and that's how you're going to become a better guitar player. You know, when it comes to soloing, that's one of the big areas too that guitar players love working on. Playing and composing melody, it's a huge aspect of guitar practice. So in this episode of the Guitar Blog Insider, we're going to study how to go about tying melodic ideas directly into the chords being used in a progression. So we're going to start off very simple, and then we're going to move to a more advanced approach with it all. And we're going to start out, though, by learning a chord progression in the key of A minor. This is a chord progression that we're going to use as our example throughout this entire lesson plan. Let me play this thing for you right now to give you an idea what it sounds like. Alright, so that's the chord progression. It's just A minor jam. There's lots of ways, you know, that guitar players can approach trying to organize a melody over top of a group of chord changes like that. We could just do sort of a basic key center approach there and not be too overly concerned about rhythm. It's the easiest process, really, because once we determine the key of our progression, all we need to do is just solo in that key. In our case, the key here is A minor, so we could just grab notes of A minor pentatonic. Everybody knows that scale. Not much really need to place consideration on specific notes or intervals because everything's going to sound okay. It'll all fit, you know, not much concern either, I guess, if you don't want to for rhythm content. You could just kind of blow that off as well and just jam around and almost playing anything you want to play. And it'll probably wind up showing to come up with a pretty decent lead guitar part that works good enough. So let me give you an example of something like this, how a basic pentatonic and a simple rhythm approach could sound over across our A minor chord progression. As you can tell from that melody, the simple pentatonic approach without much concern for rhythm structure and all that, it does work, it sounds okay, but there's another method that's better. It's a little more advanced because it takes the approach a few steps further. See, the more advanced method goes and isolates chord tones for each chord used in every measure. For example, A minor chord has the notes of A, C, and E. If we target those tones specifically with the way we start and end phrases, we're going to really lock down on that chord nicely. The idea also uses intervals to more closely relate to each chord's harmony, chord by chord, in a way that can produce really solid melodic lines. I do a couple of third intervals in the example solo I'm about to play for you, and it's very interesting. They're combinations of major and minor thirds, and they're done laterally, and it sounds pretty cool. Plus, this more advanced lead guitar method also takes into account a lot more to do with the elaborate use of rhythm. We're not just doing simple eighth notes and a straight 16th run here or there, tying notes maybe into half notes or something. We're going to go and look at syncopation and a wider assortment of note duration types as we advance to a more intricate style of soloing approach. So let's not talk about this anymore. Let's do this. Here's a demonstration of how a more advanced melody approach with a more advanced rhythmic approach could be applied over those same key of A minor chord changes. So as you can tell, if you think more in the way of intervals rather than just using common pentatonic scale, and couple with that paying closer attention to the types of rhythms that could be applied when soloing, you'll wind up with an end result of creating lead guitar phrases that not only sound more advanced, but they'll also relate much better to each chord being used in your song's guitar solo. Now, if you'd like to learn more about topics like this one and many others, join my member site as a free member and start looking through my guitar soloing course. There's a ton of great examples in there showing all kinds of more advanced soloing ideas in that course, and it'll work great to help introduce you to many of the most important guitar soloing concepts. Well, as always, thanks for joining me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And remember to hit that bell when you subscribe so that you'll never miss any of my uploads to YouTube. Until next time, take care, and we'll catch up again on the next video. Bye for now. When it comes to online guitar lessons, there's no place better than CreativeGuitarStudio.com. General membership to the site is always free, and paid memberships to access our step-by-step beginner, intermediate, and advanced guitar programs are offered in reasonable monthly and annual packages. Skype lessons are also available if you need more specific instruction one-on-one to discuss the finer details of your guitar playing. Sign up today at CreativeGuitarStudio.com. I've got 25 years experience teaching guitar and have written a well-organized step-by-step guitar course. Head over to my website at CreativeGuitarStudio.com and sign up for a free membership today. Join the thousands of members worldwide who have already enrolled. There's no need to try learning the guitar on your own. Let me help you become the best guitar player that you can be.